Hi, great to see you. Today we're going to be talking about how you can help your child with their home readers. Now the best practice is with early readers is to use decodable books. Therefore this video relates to how to help your child with them. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is revise the sounds that your child will need to know in order to read this book. So if you have a look at this decodable, an example, you can see that it has all the sounds that will be in this story. So you want to go over those sounds and just say to them, what is this sound, what is this sound, what is this sound, and just revise those sounds. You can also revise all the sounds of the alphabet if you would like, or watch some videos regarding that. I've got plenty on my channel for that as well. So revise over those sounds. Second one is to go through any tricky words or sight words that are going to be in the story. So you can see here in this text that it has got these 4 words to go that will be in the story. Just get your child to read them to you just to make sure that they do know them, because they should know them before reading that book, and then just going over those tricky words. Then you will also do a word warm-up. I can't even say the words. A word warm-up. So there'll be words that are going to be in the story. So go through those words with them, get them to read them to you. If there are some that they don't know, then practice sounding them out together. So decode them together. Don't just give your child the word, get them to work it out by sounding it out. And then they'll be set ready to start reading the book. While you're also doing the word warm-up, make sure you go over any vocabulary that you might need to explain if there's a word there that is new to your child and they don't really understand what it means. Okay, now when we're starting to read the story, we want your child to use finger tracking to track the words with their finger. So this helps them with helps them where they are and helps them to blend the sounds together. While your child is reading, we want them to sound out the words. So if your child comes to a word they don't know, encourage them to sound it out. Okay, so please don't use letter names when doing this, as your child needs to practice decoding using the sounds of those letters represent. You'll want your child to use the sounds to work out the words, and so please don't give them any picture cues or clues from the context to help them work it out. We want them to decode it. Now the next thing is we need them to think about, does it make sense? So once they've decoded the word, make sure it makes sense. If your child makes a mistake when sounding out, just say, can you read that word for me again? Don't let them continue if it doesn't make sense. Okay, and we also want them to reread the sentence. So if your child makes a mistake or takes some time to decode a word, ask them to reread the sentence, because this really helps with their fluency and their understanding. Now we also need to check for understanding. So once they've read the story, then you need to check that they understood what they've read and what's happened in the story. So most decodable readers will have a list of questions that are in the book already that you can ask. And this is also a great time to develop vocabulary too. So you can ask further questions about the characters and events, and even relate it to their lives by asking them questions such as, has there been a time when you felt like that? And of course, we want to celebrate at the end of the story and the discussion, and celebrate your child for the reading that they have done. You can give specific feedback, such as, I like how you were blending the sounds together to work out any words you didn't know. You can be specific like that, or just, enjoy at the moment and just celebrate together. And maybe it's just even a high five or a hug. All right, let's go over those steps again. So first of all, we go through the sounds, go through any sounds that are going to be in the story, then look at the tricky words or sight words that are going to be in the story as well. Go through any vocabulary, so do a word warm-up and read through those words. You want your child to finger track as they are reading, and then you want them to sound out, always sounding out, no guessing. When they're sounding it out and they come to where they don't know and they've had a try, does it make sense? Then they need to reread the sentence. And then at the end, when they finish the story, check for understanding, and of course at the end, celebrate their reading. What a fabulous time this is as your child learns to read. Enjoy every moment of it. Be patient. It's a big step for them, but they will do a great job with your guidance. See you next time.